The Buzz with Jess Lujan.
We're back with Cynthia Tenorio Talahi, as well as Ray Talahi, her brother, actually, and the son of Francisco Talahi, who found Cynthia in the cave. So here, 35 years later, again, both stories being told from Cynthia's side, basically keeping it to her, because again, even her husband really said the story is almost kind of unbelievable. You had the side where your dad was saying, you know, I rescued this girl, I helped this girl, I don't know who she is, all that. He had a name, you put it together, and that night. So what was it like that day? Were you there at that time when this story was told? When your dad told a story and Cynthia was there?
Well, we were, you know, the party, we were all, there was the bands, we were all dancing. But afterwards, we got called by my parents and my uncle and aunties, and we got introduced. And as well as my cousins, my first cousins, you know, and like I said earlier, at that moment, she became part of our life.
So what was your dad's life like that now? Because there was closure now. There was closure on your dad's side. There was closure in your side. And how did that? I mean, how did that? You guys are brothers and sisters now, basically. And so from then on, I mean, wow, that must have been a big lift off your shoulder as well. Your dad.
My parents were very, very happy that they found her. Like I said, though they didn't know who she was spiritually, and we got you know, say help. We found her. You know, he found her, and you know, they were just so happy. And you know, her kids, grandkids, daughter-in-laws, son-in-laws,
everybody.
you know, they all, you know, we're all. They're so respectful that you know, they accepted me. Yes, and you know, yes, like she said earlier, you know, that some of her siblings don't accept it, but you know, that's something that I kind of help, and but I would say she's my sister, and you know,
like I told them, you know, I says, he is not my biological father, but without him picking me up over there, I wouldn't have found my husband, and I wouldn't have these children, of, you know, what I have right now. Because, you know, I'll probably, you know, if nobody picked me up there, that's it. That was the end of it.
You know what, my question is here, because I you know, earlier on, I mean, the last show, you said you had some siblings or a sibling that said that you were supposed to be brought. I mean, someone was supposed to bring you down there. They didn't tell you who it was, or later on they told you that. But you know, what's ironic with the story is that Francisco, Ray's dad, was telling the story of an abandoned child in the cave, and he was picked up. And you're saying you were abandoned as well. So the two stories came together. Your family's telling another story, very different from your stories there. How does this reconcile? And again, I mean, war is a terrible thing. It's nothing nice about war, you know. You know what happens to people, both physically and mentally. But again, you know, I don't understand the mindset that will abandon. I mean, even your dad that picked up an abandoned kid said, "Are you kidding me?" Basically, "Are you kidding me? I can't do it." That is how most people will react. Again, people are different, right? But there was, I mean, how's your relationship now with?
Well, I'm still, you know, like I'm still the lost child. I still feel that, you know, and finding the guy that saved my life, you know, and then I became the family, and even his parents, when they're both still alive. If you ask them who is the oldest of your children, they will announce that it was me. I'm the oldest, then Terry's the second one. Not only that, you know, I think God just does, you know, such a mysterious way.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're a believer in God, nothing happens in coincidence.
Not only
right?
that, but
it's not a coincidence.
For him and my oldest son to have the same birthday.
Yeah.
And he's got a son Junior, and my son had a son, Junior. They both have the same
Same
birthday.
birthdays, yeah. Yeah, well, this is, again, if you're a believer in God, this wasn't coincidental. It's all planned out. Yeah, He knows already your tomorrow before tomorrow comes, okay? So that's all, I mean, it's all, I mean, and that is great. Again, sometimes in the worst of times, we have the best of people that come out, and then, again, you have a great story, a horrible story, but a great story in the worst of times, right? Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Just just to add on that, I am on my biological siblings. I am the only one that's
He's the
survived.
only
Right?
You're the only survivor.
And I'm not ashamed to say, my father. I have half sisters and brothers. From my dad.
Sure.
And they say Cindy is their sisters. We're all siblings right now, right? And to Aaron, and I hope that I don't offend Cindy's siblings, but the time that my dad was telling the story, the pain that he has too was a parent to abandon your child. That's not, that's his feeling right there. That you can't abandon your child no matter what, and then to add on, and I'm very straightforward. Just his kids, grandkids, great-grands, whatever, they always tell me, yes, I love my mom's parents, my biological grandparents, but their real parents are my dad, my dad and mom, because if it weren't for my dad and my mom, she will be in this world, and the kids will be in this world, and that really hits me in my heart,
sure.
Because coming from them, and like I said, I don't want to.
Well, your family has grown. I mean, I mean, again, both sides benefited. Your family has grown.
Yes,
family.
They don't like the word abandon, but that's my story.
Sure.
Sure.
That's how I felt,
I mean, I guess what you're saying, you're not sugarcoating this. You're
right.
not, I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because me as a mother, I'm gonna hang on.
And we know you're a strong woman. Yeah. I mean, she's all. I know of her, and until I met you. Yeah, but I know. I've heard stories about you, a strong woman and a determined woman, and again, she speaks her mind.
That's true.
That's right.
That's very true.
And up until now, I'm still with the
You're
church.
still speaking your mind. Yeah. And I know you have a lot to do with the church too, as well. And you still speak your mind.
I do.
But anyway, so you guys are together. Your mom and dad have passed already.
Yes.
But they were able to see again.
The girl that they saved during the war.
Oh my God! During when Pop dies, and I did the eulogy, I'm telling you, the church is packed, and you could hear a pin drop when I was telling my story, because most of them, they didn't know my story until that when I started doing the eulogy, how I became his daughter. That's even the priest had turned around and faced me, and he dig down on his thing to get a handkerchief to wipe his tears. But
Well, see, your dad's work on this earth was accomplished.
Oh yes,
so he's up there now saying, that's what you told me to do.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
That's when I know that when my dad passed on, my first cousin, Peter's sister.
Yeah.
She's retired from DOE, and she's a small teacher, and she wrote a story from each a part of the story each day, and to the day before the funeral.
Yeah.
On their story, what had happened during the war, and I really appreciate what she did, because everybody knew, what actually happened when she did the eulogy. Like she said, the priest. It took him a while to get up his seat because his tears was really falling down.
There we go. There we go. Anyway, I got to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll say our goodbyes. But man, this is something not to be missed. Anyway, be right back.